everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Chargers going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the now Los Angeles Chargers. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Play fake here on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 32 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run. Throwing, Rivers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs are a toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They start the drive with Anderson, and he will lose yardage. 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Lynch. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play action. It's Lynch. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he He's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Lynch to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Paxton Lynch. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5. I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And they'll want to hold on to that football. That is the first NFL touchdown scored by the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, if you want to talk AFL, first Los Angeles Chargers touchdown since New Year's Day of '61.
Yeah, they played in the AFL championship that day against the Houston Oilers. So how about that? A return for the LA Chargers, triumphantly finding the end zone.
And a ball that will live in the trophy case for years to come. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The rookie Carlos Henderson on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. On first down, it's Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Left side here to Sanders. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Rivers on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a charge. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Third and long for Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. Rivers now to throw on first down. And there's the first NFL catch for the first rounder, Mike Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Immediate dividends from their #1 pick, Charles. They expect, obviously, big things from him.
And he's already starting to deliver. But here's the question I've got for you. Who gets the first football? Because, you know, when you score your first touchdown in the NFL, they give you the ball, right?
Right.
Who's going to get it? Does it go to mom? Grandma? Wife? Girlfriend? Where does it go? High school coach? Who gets it?
Why isn't he putting that in his own trophy case?
Well, that would be a little bit selfish now, wouldn't it? What about all the people to help him get there?
Well, what are you going to do? Cut it up in 30 pieces?
Good point. He gets to keep it.
So the Broncos coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go now. Green.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They go play action with Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Lynch. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half #1.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Lynch to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. A strong running. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
But he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the offense has it first and 10. Gun, Lynch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just have 17 to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Play there, second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
He has to watch it move first.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. He completes it to Henry. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie things at 20. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They go play action now. Lynch. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Once again, it's Lynch. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Legion. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Denzel Perryman from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Lynch. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On second down, Anderson. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Anticipation certainly building for next week's game for the Chargers. Their first home game in the StubHub Center. The Dolphins will get the honors. Then following that, 2 more home games. They'll host the Chiefs and then the Eagles in weeks 3 and 4.
I'm eager to see if they can build some sort of a home field advantage in their new place, because there won't be very many fans, somewhere around 30,000. But they should be loud in supporting their team.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be and you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. I'm kind of liking this 2 Monday night game thing. I hope our East Coast friends are still awake and with us. It's been a good one here in Denver. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The schedule makers kind to the Broncos. Just one road game until October 22nd. After tonight, they get the Cowboys here next week. Then they're on the road at Buffalo in week 3 before coming back home to face the Raiders. Then an off week and then another home game against the Giants.
So it's a front-loaded schedule that they need to take big.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Lynch. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Lynch eluded. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Lynch now work to do certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Play action. It's Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 63 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. For Gordon, he saw his total touchdowns jump from 0 as a rookie to 12 last year. He's got his first in 2017.
And remember, he didn't finish the season last year due to an injury, so there's room to grow on that 12-touchdown threshold that he established, and he always adds something new to his game. Look out. He could have a big year in 2017.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to throw. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He's back to throw. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Chargers getting set to go. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's in. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And partner, this first...